Early modern Europe, also referred to as the post-medieval period, is the period of European history between the end of the Middle Ages and the beginning of the Industrial Revolution. Roughly the mid-15th century to the late 18th century. So mid-15th would be 1450, and late 18th would be like 1790s or something. So 1450 to 1790s. Historians variously mark the beginning of the early modern period with the invention of the movable type printing in the 1450s, the fall of Constantinople, and the end of the Hundred Years' War in 1453. The end of the Wars of Roses in 1485, and the beginning of the High Renaissance in Italy in the 1490s, the end of the Reconquista and the subsequent voyages of Christopher Columbus to the Americas in 1492, or the start of the Protestant Reformation in 1517. So this cluster of events marks the beginning of the early modern period. So there's a bunch there. The precise dates of its end also vary and are usually linked with either the start of the French Revolution in 1789 or with the more vaguely defined beginning of the Industrial Revolution in the late 18th century England. Some of the more notable trends and events of the early modern period include the Reformation and religious conflicts, religious conflicts it provoked, including the French Wars of Religion, the 30 Years' War, the rise of capitalism in modern nation states, widespread witch hunts, and European colonization of the Americas. Okay. So we got a picture here by Abraham Ortelius. Wow. Look at this picture and look at that face. A cartographer and a geographer, like smack dab in the middle of the early modern Europe era. Let's open him because he has his own Wikipedia. Anywho, this guy has a map that was drawn or created, painted, drawn, measured, so on, in 1595. This is the end of the 16th century. So this is this is already into the early modern period. Let's click into it, see how they thought the world looked at that period of time. And what's amazing to me, at least, is how gosh darn accurate this is. It's unbelievable. It's not a far cry from the shapes you see in a modern map. There's definitely some differences here. I'm not going to get into the minutia. But overall, you're seeing the Mediterranean basin. You're seeing, the overall general shape of Europe. And it's quite accurate. These people knew what was going on as early as, whatever this date is. It's amazing.